Welcome back, guys. So today I wanted to do a follow-up on my previous video concerning the SNK Neo Geo Mini Classic Edition, whatever the heck it's going to be called, right? So my last video I talked about why I think the leaks on this product could possibly be a hoax. And today I wanted to follow up with some new information that I can share. So today we're going to talk about a few things. Was this a hoax? And I'm going to tell you right now, no, it was not. Everything that we've seen is legit. Price point, Japanese, US release, a couple other little tidbits, right? So I did get some information from somebody who is in the gaming industry and in some form or another is involved in this product. There's not a lot that I can explain to you guys as far as that goes, so if you guys end the video now, I completely understand. We do need to wait until we get official word from SNK themselves, but I am completely convinced with the discussions that I've had with this particular individual and a couple other people as well. But like I said, this person, I trust them. They know what they're talking about. They're involved in the gaming industry. They have an involvement with this product. They have seen this product. They have touched this product. They have played with this product, so on and so forth. So I did get some information. Some I can share, some I cannot at this moment. But some of the information that I want to talk about, we kind of need to preface with a little very minor history lesson concerning SNK, because some of this, if you think about it, will make sense in the end. Especially with, like I said, everything that I talked about and showed, it's all legit stuff. So none of it was a hoax, you know. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong, but I'm not saying I was wrong in that video. It was just more speculation and my thoughts on certain things that I felt were weird, and I still think they're weird, so I can't go back on that, but I can admit, like, hey, I believe that this is 100% legit now, but as I also said, we do need to wait for an SNK statement. So to go back a little bit concerning SNK, we do have to understand a little bit of the history. I don't want to go all the way back. Maybe in another video we'll do a complete history of SNK, because I do find it extremely interesting. But if you go back, 2001, that's where I want to start this. 2001, SNK was in trouble. They were bleeding money. They were, they were out of it. So what essentially happened was they filed bankruptcy late in that year. But previous to that, several months prior, they knew they were in trouble. So what did they do? They created another company. What company was that, right? Playmore. I'm sure you guys all have heard of Playmore. SNK, Playmore, just Playmore. They created the company Playmore at that time. So when SNK filed bankruptcy, all of their intellectual properties, franchise, everything went up for auction. So who won the bid on that auction? Playmore did. Right? I find that great and funny and, hilarious all at one time. So Playmore acquired all of SNK's properties. So essentially it was SNK being reborn. It was still SNK, right? Over time, some things changed, the name changing, all that stuff. We're not going to cover all that. Now flash forward to around the 2015-16 time. SNK was acquired, and this is just a couple years ago. SNK was acquired by a Chinese company called Liao Technologies. I'm not 100% how to say their name, but they purchased over 80% of SNK, so they had, a majority stake in the company. So what happens when you have a majority stake in the company? You make all the calls and shots, right? That's the way it works. So a Chinese company owning the vast majority of SNK. And why did they do that? If you read these articles and you go back, and even if you go and translate some of the Chinese articles, a lot of it had to do, and obviously it's about money, but they wanted to expand upon the properties of SNK into all sorts of different things possible. Movies, animation, different games, mobile games, stuff like that. There's a lot of history and stuff going on there. So essentially the SNK that we know now is not the SNK that we grew up with. Essentially, it's really not even SNK when you really think about it. These are just my thoughts. And like I said, this right here is my thoughts. Some of the things I'm going to say right now is I feel that this company owns SNK. This is nothing that was shared with me. This is just my thoughts. That this company owns SNK, but they don't know SNK. if you catch my drift. So they're responsible for this product. SNK Japan still exists. Other, SNK, offices still exist, but the parent company, the big dogs, they're in China, in Beijing, China, I believe it is. So this is their product. This is a Chinese product. Don't get it twisted. This is, SNK Japan was the ones to announce something initially, but this is coming out of China. Not just, everything's manufactured in China, we all know that, but no, this is being created by a Chinese company. SNK. What? I don't know, not everybody might know that SNK is a Chinese company, not a Japanese company anymore, right? Crazy stuff. So with certain things that I scrutinized and I looked at and thought about, like what the heck's up with this game list, what's up with the marquees, some people pointed out the game that was displayed on the actual, unit, wasn't a game that's even on there, or, a lot of weird things, right? So what I think part of this is, when you looked at that game list in particular, when you compare that to other game lists that came out of China for other products, it's very similar. So I just think it's something that they're accustomed to putting lists together in that fashion. I don't know why. I can't explain it. But it seems like it's just a Chinese thing. Like that's, like I said, some of this you just got to think about with this company not really being SNK and not, being based out of Japan, it's out of China, that certain things are going to be very Chinese and the approach with certain things. I'm not necessarily saying that's a bad thing, but I'm just saying with some of the communication, it could come across a little different to some of us, right? So all this information, everything we've seen is legit. It's out of China. It's from Chinese company, SNK. I can't get over saying it's a Chinese company. No, it's SNK. It's still SNK. It's just a Chinese company now. So what we've seen with that little box, and a lot of people know and realize, I didn't really discuss it in my video, but a lot of people did point out that the design is based off of an actual SNK cabinet, the SC19. And those were out of Japan. So it still strikes me a little odd, like why, if this, from what I'm told, this is the US cabinet. That's why everything was in English and displayed the way it was displayed. This is the American and European, English, version, or, I guess, not everybody in Europe's English, but the US European release of this device, this is the way it's going to look. The Japanese version is going to be a different color. The Japanese version is going to have the buttons that are colored like what we've all grown to know and love. I don't know why our version can't have that, but okay. I'm not going to argue and fight with that one, but that's what it's going to be. The Japanese release is going to be a different color buttons. Our version is the one that we have seen. And price point wise, from what I understand, is that this company is aiming and hoping for a $100 price point. I'm hoping for it, they're hoping for it, but there could be some things that possibly change that. I don't know 100%, but I don't want to say 100% confirmed it's going to be $100, because then say 6 months from now, it's $130, and you'd be like, but you said it was $100. No, that is what the goal is. That's what people are, not people. That's what they're hoping to release it at, is $100, but just some certain things could change. And, I have some information concerning that, but can't speak on that at the moment. But hopefully everything goes smoothly and goes cool, and this is released at $100. Some people might be like, that's too much. I'd rather be $100 than 130, 150, 200. Yeah, it would be cool if it was priced a little bit lower, but $100, I think a lot of people could swallow that for this device. The 40 games is legit. They had access to put more games on there, but 40 goes with the 40th anniversary, so that's what we're getting. They had that strong presence of King of Fighters on there because it's a lot more popular in China and other Asian countries, so that's what they know. And that's one of the reasons they most likely picked to, throw a bunch of them on there. It's still a solid list. We can all argue and pick over that list as much as we want, but it's pretty much what we're getting. could change. Any of this could change. Like I said, until we have 100% SNK confirmed information, any of this could change between now and then. But I am hoping for that $100 price point to stick, because that's what the aim is. That's what the goal is. Hopefully it comes out sometime this year. It will come out sometime this year, because it is 40th anniversary. And the other thing is, from my talks and whatnot, hopefully, can't 100% say, I keep saying that, but hopefully when a prototype or an actual unit, some kind of demo unit or commercial unit prototype comes out, or not comes out, but is on US soil, we should be able to showcase that on this channel. So I'm looking forward to that. Hopefully we can make that happen. Still, there's some further discussions with that need to take place in the future, so we'll just have to wait and see if everything works out. But I'm super excited to one way or another get this product in my hands and share it with you guys. But I think that definitely would be neat if we can get an early version to kind of showcase before it comes out and kind of discuss it. So hoping for that, fingers crossed, right? We'll just have to wait and see. So that was essentially it. Some stuff I can't talk about, some stuff, you know, that I mentioned, nothing hugely major, but yes, this is all legit. All the stuff that I kind of was skeptical on is legit. Don't know what else to say about it. Believe me or not, I'm a big skeptic either way, but the person I spoke to, I fully 100% believe them. It is what it is. This person has seen the device, is involved with it, and like I said, some form or another, can't really discuss that at the moment, but has seen it, touched it, smelled it. I don't know if they tasted it, but they're involved. So I 100% believe it. Everything's legit. Can't wait to have some more news, possibly have this device in my hands to share with you guys as soon as possible. Who knows, right? So with that said, guys, I do appreciate it. As soon as we got more information, we're going to share it here. Keep an eye on that. Thank you. Smash it, like it, punch it, subscribe, hit that notification bell. All that stuff that people on YouTube say, do it. And I will catch you guys next time. Peace out. Bye-bye.